Flutter devs, imagine you're building a Flutter app where users can effortlessly pick a time, be it for an event, an alarm, or a reminder. Sounds great, right? Well, in this tutorial, I will show you how you can set up the time picker widget and customize it to match your app design. Stay with me till the end. You won't want to miss this pro tip to elevate your app experience. What is a time picker widget? It is a simple and an effective way for user to select time in their app. Let's see how to create one. Let's start with the basics. Adding a time picker to your app. To do that, on my screen I have the void main method and my run app method, which takes my app, which is a stateless widget, and it returns material app. The material app takes the parameter home, which takes the time picker example, which I've created here, which is a stateful widget. Inside this, I have the scaffold returned, and I have my app bar. And inside the scaffold here, I'm going to be adding the body, which is going to take colon widget. And why am I using colon widget? I want to have on my screen here the text that is going to be displaying whatever time that I pick, and also want to have a button below it that I'm going to select in order to pick the time. So when I click on the button, a time picker widget is going to show on my screen, and I can select whatever time I want to select and display it on the button. So firstly, I'm going to be making use of the test widget, which is going to be, for now, let's say selected time, and let's style and give it test style. And let's give a font size of 40 pixels and a font weight dot bold. Yeah. And the next thing we're going to do is that let's make use of our sized box, and let's use height of 20 pixels so that we can have a little space between the text and the button. And then for our button, we're going to be making use of the elevated button, which is going to take onPress, which I'll be providing later. And then it's going to take a child widget, which is going to be a test widget. And then we're going to say, let's use pick a type for it. So let's copy this style, and let's just copy and paste it here. So we can change this from 14 to 18, and then this can be normal. Yeah, let's save this. So we have on our screen at the top left corner of the screen, we have the selected time, which is going to display whatever time we'll pick, and then we have a button which we're going to use to pick the time we want to display on the screen. So this button takes a parameter, which is the onPress, which takes a function. The first thing we need to do is that we need to create a variable that we are going to use to store whatever time that we'll pick. So to do that, we're simply going to come here, and then we're going to have time of day. So the class of the variable we are creating is time of day, and let's give it a name, selected time. For now, it's not going to have a value, it's a nullable variable. So the next thing we're going to do now is that this onPress, we're going to create a function that when we click on this, the time picker widget pops up. Then we can select the time we want to select. So to do that, we're simply going to come here, and then we're going to be having it's going to be of void because it doesn't have a return type, and then we're going to be giving a name which is going to be select time, and then this is going to take a build contest, and then yeah. So we're going to make use of the show time picker widget, which is going to take contest, and then it's going to take initial time. So this initial time is going to be time of day dot now. Then this is, let's add semicolon here. So what does this mean? When we click on this button, pick a time, we're going to make use of this function, just like I said, and then this widget is going to pop up, and then this initial time will be the time that we select on the time picker widget. And then what we're going to do now is that we're going to be storing whatever value is being picked inside the variable, and then it's also going to be of this type. Let's just copy this. It's a final of this type, and then we can say picked, and let's say equals to. So whatever time that we'll pick, we're going to be storing inside this variable. And here we are getting this error because if you look at it, say a value of type future time of day can be assigned to a variable. So what we're simply going to do is that because the time we are going to be picking is going to be picked in the future, we need to change this from void to of future. Yeah. And then we can, since we're making use of this, we can say this is going to be async. And then we can use the await keyword here. And then yeah, the error is gone. So there's a comma here. So just format our code. We have a variable that stores whatever time that is being picked. What we need to do now is that we need to update the value of this. So to do that, we're simply going to come here, then we're going to have a condition statement which says if picked is not equals to null and picked is not equals to selected time, then we want to update the value of the selected time. So to do that, because this is stateful widget, we want to update the value of this. So there is going to be a rebuild. So what we're going to make use of, we're going to make use of the set state, and then we're going to say selected time equals to picked. And yeah, we have this. So now we can make use of our selected time. Now just copy this, and then we can come here. So instead of having selected time here, we can say this, put this, paste this here. And also we can now make use of our function now that we've created. So we can just copy this, and then we can have this here. Then this is going to take a context, and yeah, we can save this now. So initially we have the value of our selected time to be null because we set it to be none here. So what we're going to do is that let's add some customization to this so that if we are here to pick a time, we can have a test display, and then when we pick a time, we can have the whatever time that we've picked display. So to do that, we're simply going to come here. Let's just copy this first. Let's copy this, and then we can say selected time if is equals to no, and we can have no time selected, else then we can now have this. And if we save this now, we're going to be having no time selected yet. So we click on this now on our button, and then we'll pick say we'll pick 11 o'clock, and we'll pick 25 here, and we'll say okay. So you can see we can see that we have selected time of the day 11:25. So let's remove this. We can remove this time of day by adding this here first. We can say dot format, then this takes context, and we're having this 0. Let's add this no checker to it, and then let's save this. And yeah, we have our selected time to be 11:25 a.m. So if I come here now and say I want 1:20 p.m. and here we have that on the screen. And there you have it. We have built a functional and a customizable time picker widget. If this tutorial helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification. See you in the next video. Thank you.